Hi guys, back for a new episode. So this is the unemployed millionaire coming from the car again.
So why being a millionaire isn't enough? My journey after success.
Well, I became a millionaire at a very young age, and this was not by choice, but by family. And when you get a large amount of money at a very young age, it is an extremely difficult situation to be in. So for me, I was always striving to become something. And when I say young age, I was under the age of 18. So for me, I had the pressure of being a millionaire all through school, high school, college, university. So I always had something to prove to myself and to the people around me, lawyers, parents, peers. And the difference between being a millionaire and trying to be one is that when you're already a millionaire, you try to get your next million, then your next million. And in my case, I never made the first million, I was given it. And this has caused a lot of problems in my life. Expectations from friends, families, and also some expectations from myself, which were probably a little unreal and perhaps even stretching more than I could, and taking risks that I didn't need to take, taking choices that I didn't need to make because I already had the money, but I still wanted to prove that I could. And in this situation, you make bad choices unless you do, like I've said before, use time, take back, make decisions, take the time, don't worry about it. And I've got myself into a heap of trouble because I was pushing myself to get more when I already had enough. And by pushing myself to getting more, I put myself into unnecessary risks, and those unnecessary risks ended up me losing most of my fortune. This, of course, has been a very difficult task to deal with, and has taken me years. I don't take this lightly. I lost my fortune at the age of 31, 32 years old, and I'm now 52, and it's taken that time to start to be able to recover properly. And during that period, I have been up and down several times, but it's first now that I feel with a change of lifestyle, life partner, also taking my personal health much more seriously than I have before, in a sense of in mind and matter and body. So, and my new partner is also engaged in the similar kind of lifestyle, and I'm much more in focus and much more in sync with what is going on around me. And I've also a lot older and therefore a lot wiser, and also take things more slow. So I think the biggest life lessons for me, until even though I had money at a very young age and I've had money until now, money was never important, but the downfalls of losing money was extremely difficult and important and had a huge impact on my life. Now that I've sort of got all over these things and in a start process to be able to go forwards again, I'm looking forward for the opportunities of starting a new life with new opportunities, new work and new goals. But those goals will be very, very different to what they were the first time. I need to focus on what I can actually do, how I can do it, and not take unnecessary risks, and perhaps work even harder than what I did before, and not let the money work for me, but actually let myself do the work and be smart and find opportunities in the future and near future that will fulfill me in a different way than just work and money, but in a normal manner, in the sense of you work to survive, to pay for food, lodgings, if you have kids, education, all these kind of things. So this time around, which is going to be very different, my focus is going to be extremely different. The money is still going to be a motivating factor, of course, because I want to make money like everyone else, but it's going to be more of a byproduct rather than the main category of why I'm working. I'm working more for myself, for happiness, fulfillment, and hopefully along the way, me being happier and more fulfilled, the money will also start to come in, and also at a better rate, and also with a much better and healthier way than what it did before. It is new challenges, also new technologies, new way of thinking, new way of being, and also a person which is much more balanced and changed what I was before. This has of course arisen in many different ways, but it's important to note that I have been through a lot to where I am today. I've had many ups and downs, and I'm sorry to say most of them have been downs. I have conquered addictions, I have conquered overweight, I have stopped lots of things in my life, I have taken out lots of people out of my life, nearly everyone. So there's been huge changes to be able to get to where I am today. And it's also not really been realistic of me to think that I could do very much with my life until I had got rid of the past and dealt with it and spent the time and the years I have redefining myself and getting to a position where I feel that my past is behind me and that I'm able to work forwards for something positive. Now, that being said, it doesn't mean that you have to wait 20 years to get off your ass and start making your life changes. It just meant that I had the time and the possibility of taking a long time. But now the time is right for me to do the changes that are needed for me to live the next 20 years of my life in happiness and in awe of the changes, and to be proud of myself and feel that I have self-worth and to be able to hold my head up high because of what I have created, and not because of what I am or what I have, but actually because of what I have done in a positive aspect of my own life and my own changes. This is of course for myself, but also for family members and for them to, I'm not doing it for them, but I'll be happy if they are pleased with the result of what I'm doing.